So I'm mostly This is the last thing I need to finish off the bus stop sit scene for my short. If you want to watch this short once it's done, simply hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm still pretty new in this whole YouTube thing, so every single subscriber really means a lot to me. Also, I know clicking like might not seem like a big deal, but it can actually really help a channel grow. So if you want to see more, please leave a like on the video. I started creating this bus before I even made the set and way before I started on YouTube. But I came across a problem and I didn't know how to fix it back then. You see, the bus needs a driver, and he looks like this at the moment. There's a hat for him, and then his hands are on the wheel right here. He's made of milliput instead of plasticine, because he doesn't need to move in the short. But as you can see, he has no eyes yet. A blind chicken may be able to find a grain of corn once in a while, but I don't think you should let a blind chicken drive a bus. While a chicken with perfect sight would totally know how to drive a bus. But the eyes aren't attached yet, as I want him to be able to blink, which is not that difficult in itself, but I need him to be able to blink while the bus holds still. If I'm gonna change his eyes while the bus is holding still in between two frames, if I had to really push the eyes back on the driver, there's a chance I might move everything and have to start over. Now, before promising too much, it will probably move a little bit no matter what. But we'll see how perfect we can get it. I was stuck for a while because of this one annoying problem with the eyes. I didn't know how to attach them, and then I finally figured magnets might be the perfect solution here. So I'm gonna try that out today. Okay, so these magnets, they need to be strong enough to keep the eyes in place, but also weak enough for me to easily remove them without changing the position of anything else. I have some different sizes of magnets here, and as you can see, these big ones are pretty strong. Way too much. So we need to find the proper size. I'm, by the way, also gonna use magnets to place the driver on something here inside the bus. I'm gonna use these wooden pearls for eyes. It's the same pearls I use for the chicken. There's already holes in these. I found some tiny magnets. They are 2 millimeters wide and 1 millimeter tall. And this is one of them. I hope these are enough, otherwise I'll have to switch them. Now, there's a lot of the tiny magnets here, but they seem to be able to hold the weight pretty well. So let's try that. So we need some super glue and a drill. This one's too big. Where did I put the other one? Before adding the magnets, one very important thing when you're working with magnets, be aware of the poles. I like to take a larger magnet and add it to one side. Now I know I have to glue from this end. And then when I have glued magnets into the eyes, drilled holes into my bus driver, I can finally take the magnets, put them onto the other end, and as long as I then glue them on this way, the poles should be right. That's just one way to keep track of it. You can find out whatever works for you, but double check, triple check. I have sometimes glued a magnet on the wrong way, and if you make a hole that just fits the magnet perfectly, it's almost impossible to get it out again without ruining something. So poles important. I think we're all set for the eye transplantation. bus driver is now finished and he looks like this. Now the eyes can easily be removed. Then I can change the eyelids and I can simply put them back on. If I need to, the head can be removed, and I have added a magnet underneath him. I just recently started working with magnets and I love it. Have you ever used magnets for a creative project before? Please leave a comment down below. And if you want to see how this guy managed to drive a bus, hit the subscribe button and check the short when it's done. While this video was mostly about the driver, part 2 will be about the bus, and it will be uploaded quite soon. And when it does, I will put it right here. Stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in part 2, and until then, keep animation alive.